Yolanda special is not, it's not very beast because of the weapon she's holding. Sounds like Misty. Oh yeah, let me take the time to explain some of these things. The equipment that you have on, mainly the weapon, that depends on what kind of special you do and how many attacks you do as well. Well, it determines the special only for magicians like Yolanda. The weapon she has depends on what special she does. But for people like, Valkyrie, Armgrim, Freya, whatever weapons that she has on, see the circle, the 1, 2, 3. That the circle means the attacks that I'm allowed to use. So right now I only have one attack, and I cannot use the second or the third. The same applies for everybody else until I get another weapon. Now the skill is actually kind of interesting. There's an A, B, and C level skill. The A's, they're all pretty self-explanatory. Reaction, support, and attack skills. You'll see more of it once I get them. It's very good to give them things that will benefit them. Like for Valkyrie, counter's pretty good. Don't worry about the monster, the undead, and demon intelligence until later. It's good to give them every one of these. Maybe a fine trap, maybe, and give them a lot of the reaction skills because they're gonna need it. People are like Armgrim is also important to do things like that. And since you'll never be able to send them Armgrim up to Asgard, go ahead and give them everything you want here, but give them the most important things as well. Alright, now for the setup. Oh yeah, if you want to set it up for the people that you give it to, go to the setup and move to your character. You have A1 and AB, so you can hold up to 2 A skills, 1 B and 1 C, so balance it well. And now we move on to the final one, which is traits. For human characters, like human Iron Harriers, they all have traits and a character hero value. See the -41 right there? She has a character hero value of -41. And that means that she's not very, how do you say it? Not very enlightened. Especially when it comes to fighting for Asgard itself. You might want to give her as many good traits as you can. Don't give her any bad ones like snoobish, shallow, foolhardy, or naivete, because that would just bring her value down. You want to give her something good like optimistic, or something that gives you a lot, like stout. See, I only need 2 CP for that, and I got 3 in total. So I'll give her one of those, and she'll get 6. You see, her hero value has just increased. That was -35. You want to get them as high as you want, if you want to send them up to Asgard. But if you're like me, who's going to get the original ending, the true ending, you will not send them people to Asgard. Alright, right. I didn't finish. Right, the gods do not have human traits. They're pretty much perfect or something. See, Armgrim, you'll never be able to send him up to Asgard. And there's a reason why you cannot send him up, but I'm not going to spoil it. But he has a hero character value of -101, which is pretty bad. He only has 2 bad traits, but they bring him down a lot. And look, he's got a level 8 rank on Selfish and Cool-Headed. So you might want to go ahead and... Alright, I already used it up. But if you did have 2 CP or something, you could bring up something like Nimble. Nimble gives him quite a bit. Now, use item is pretty simple. use the item. It's pretty self-explanatory, if you ask me. Alright, you can transmutate the item, and what it does is that it takes your MP away, your materialized points, which is the same as your currency in this game. So right now I only have 2,000, it consumes 5. Like vegetable seed, if I use one of these, it'll transform into an elixir afterwards. It only costs 5. I'll show you. I have 2 vegetable seeds, I'll use one. See, now I have one, and I have another elixir added to my collection. If you want to convert MP, you take the items that you have here, like, you see, like the Iron Heaven, it gives me about 1,000 materialized points, which adds to my currency. So, you might want to mess around with these later on in the game. They can become very useful. Divine items like the shop of the game, and we will get them later on, so I'll go more in depth on that later. Status is pretty simple, it's pretty self-explanatory. You have the characters. You get to look at their stats. Yeah, we're not gonna mess with that. We got party. Alright, we can edit, remove, and change the party members. So right now we only have 4, but when we have more, we can replace them. And it's a very good idea to replace characters, especially if you want to send them up, you want to trade them. Now we have Experience Orb. I'll explain that later when we get into an event. And then there's practice. You can practice fighting, but you don't really get any experience out of it. It's just, it boosts up your confidence in case you don't know how to fight or you just want to practice and you're bored. Then we go on to ability. This is where you change your normal attacks. So, right now we only have 1. We can't really put any more in there. So, I'll explain that more when we get different amounts of attacks. Alright, for Jalanda, for magicians in general, you can choose the different magic. You can teach some magic once you get the books and spells. So, right now what's going on is that Jalanda, she doesn't attack like everyone else, where she doesn't have a 1, 2, 3 attack. What she has is the magic. And depending on the weapon she has on, she can do a crushing special. And that crushing special will, you will see it's much different than the special I did before. Everything goes, the surrounding goes black, and she does a special that does a lot of damage. And that goes for magic that you equip. So right now I have Heal and I have Firestorm. But if I were to have something like that magic javelin thing, it'll be a totally different special. So that's pretty unique on these guys' part, the magicians. Now let's continue this. Right, okay. This will be a good chance to explain the experience orb after this fight. See, the counter is pretty useful. See, first aid, what it does is just, it helps your characters out.
Prepare to be cleansed. Divine Assault. Ether Strike. I am Freya. Recall the name on your journey to hell. Not even close. Firestorm! Yeah!
Ardent. I thought I would kill him.
Forget it.
Nice.
It shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine Assault.
I just wanted to finish him off cool.
Nibalang Valesti. You have no hope of survival. As expected, we are the victors.